That's
So
true.
I heard the
yeah.
story, so I'm like, man, I'm yeah.
He left,
I
but
heard
his
that
thing
too.
was still there.
Martin Gramatica is here now. Martin, there's we do football picks with you. We save people's lives at Lifeguard Imaging. We do a lot, and as you can see, the camera from Fox 13 is here, and we lied to you a little bit. They're not here because of our breast cancer awareness shirt that we have. Today, officially on the 19th day of October, Thursday, this show, the Mike Calta Show, on behalf of the Tampa Bay area and fans everywhere, are officially launching our campaign, Get Martine into the Ring of Honor. I'm telling you how. I've been working on this all week. We've been doing it all season long. We've been thinking about it. There is a website now. It's called Get Martine In.
You're kidding. You're
No.
joking.
It's www.getmartine, M-A-R-T-I-N, in, and it's a full website with a petition on there that people can click on and sign. It's 100% free. There's no money to go to it. It has a little bit of background about you and your family. And as I was putting this together, it even hit me more why this should be a no-brainer. Martine has a problem, and that problem is that in the rank of football players, there's quarterback, there's defense, there's wide receivers, there's running backs. Kicker is at the bottom of that list. And that's the truth for most teams. But what we remember is during our Super Bowl run and during those years that we had bad quarterbacks, mediocre quarterbacks, the guy that was scoring all the points was Martin Gramatica. And I don't know if you'll ever get that recognition that you deserve, but we're certainly going to try, and we're going to ask Tampa Bay to help us out. The website is getmartinein.com. But this is the other thing, Martin, is that in addition to being a great football player, which you absolutely were, you were probably one of the best to ever do it. You did so much for this team, scoring the points, and also live here, remain in the community, not only with the lifeguard imaging where you're saving people's lives every day, but coaching the strikers. You and your brothers doing the Gramatica Family Foundation. We're honored to have you here and staying here and being a part of the community. We love having you on the show. You're such a fun guy to hang out with. We would love to see this happen, and I think that Tampa Bay feels the way we do. How many kicker jerseys do you see at a game? I see 7 jerseys all the time.
Yeah.
If you go to the website getmartinein.com, there is a sign here right there on the front page. You click on it, it brings you over to a petition. Sign your name on it. Just show your appreciation for Martine and do it. We have absolutely nothing to gain out of this for ourselves and the fact that we want to see you get the recognition that you deserve.
Man, I'm speechless right now. I appreciate it because I know you guys have been talking about it,
Yeah.
and we joked around with it. But for you guys to do it, go this far,
Oh, no.
I couldn't thank you enough because it'd be an honor, obviously. But with the amount of great players that I played with, Hall of Famers that I play with, I just don't feel like it should be in it because of the Hall of Famers and the players that I play in the locker room that we had, you know. But, man, for you guys to go this far, I couldn't thank you enough. I mean, you guys are awesome. I've known you for almost over 20 years,
Yeah.
Mike, and, you guys are special, and I love the show. I was a fan of the show before even coming on the show, so man,
we're great.
I'm
We're great.
speechless.
There's no doubt about it.
I know that.
We should be.
But you're super humble, and you're never going to be the one to come out and say, I should be in the Ring of Honor. And you're right. You are in there among the guys who aren't in there, among the Simeon Rice and the Brad Johnson and the Warwick Dunn and all these people who played even in the crappy years but were good players. But the truth is that when we needed you to score, you scored. And in fact, I'm going to let you listen to this promo that we made and let Derek Brooks explain it the best. Here we go, Carmen. Hit it. I think that's great.
Man.
I mean, you just heard 2 of your Hall of Famers, Warren Sapp, say you're the best kicker ever. and Derek Brooks pretty much say the only reason that you scored points is because you were doing it. So I think you absolutely deserve it. I think the Glazers need to hear it from the people of Tampa Bay. I don't think the Glazers are like, no, we're not letting Martinez.
Right.
They're not being the bad guys.
Right.
But it's like you said, they got a big roster to choose from.
No, I mean, with that video, I just saw that video, Warren, not too long ago. My son found it. I guess my son Googles me still. I don't know why. and he sent it to me. But to hear, and the reason I went to the Pro Bowl, I don't know if I ever told this story, was Warren, because my rookie year, I felt like I got robbed because I made more field goals, and the kicker that went missed an extra point. I didn't.
Right.
But as a rookie, it's hard for them to vote you in.
Yeah.
So my second year, Warren, I had a really good year. But Warren said, if they don't take my kicker, I'm not going.
Yeah.
So I'll always be thankful, because we always talk about how Warren, when he's on your side, he's the best.
Yes.
Even to this day, we're friends. We talk all the time. But then when Derek mentioned me in the Hall of Fame, I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I thought, like, when you think you're dreaming, or like, there's no way a Hall of Fame linebacker is going to remember his kicker.
Yeah.
And for him to take the time to put it on, and I tell him that all the time, and I feel like I'm in the Hall of Fame because of the guys that are in the Hall of Fame, because they always are thankful for the team that we had. So, I mean, what you guys are doing is awesome. I'm like speechless right now.
Well,
it's weird because I didn't expect it, but I appreciate it.
The
we did.
stats don't lie, though, man. You look at the numbers. The numbers are there. You can't argue that as far as an impact on that franchise through all the years, not just the years you were there.
I can't fight the NFL. If I did, I would explain to them that Mike Allstott's the greatest fullback to ever play this game, and that he should be in the Hall of Fame. And as far as I don't know what they do with kickers. I don't know how a kicker gets in the Hall of Fame or not. It's so hard to get in there. But the Ring of Honor is locally for us to really show respect for the guys who got us there, and you are one of those guys. And I hate to sit here and be so ass kissy, but the truth is that you deserve it, and I think that it should be brought up. And if you agree, and if you've watched Martine play and you love Martine, you can simply go to getmartinein.com, which for you white people is getmartinin.com. And there's a little logo, the Galvin, MART, and then a big IN.
Oh, nice.
So getmartinein.com, and you can click on it. It's 100% free. We have nothing to gain out of it. We're not selling information or clicks or anything. It's just for us to show our appreciation and try to do what we can to kickstart that campaign. And hopefully, I don't know how often they do it. I know they didn't do one this year, right?
I think they honored Rondé instead for Hall of Fame. They didn't do one this year, so probably next year, I guess, bring it back.
So, and they got room.
What's crazy, Mike, today is like Throwback Thursday, so I was getting cleats out for my son.
I saw that. We talked about it earlier. Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, what are the odds of you guys bringing this up 20 years later, or actually, 23 years later? Most of them are dry rotted, but the ones that still work, he's using them now. So it's like,
really,
it's crazy that I just pulled them on. I said, man, I'm gonna just post these today because I wish I could still wear them.
Yeah.
But now my son's wearing them. But it was like, I don't know, man. I'm still speechless. I appreciate what you guys are doing, but it would be an honor.
Yeah.
Obviously, to be in that Ring of Honor with all these great Hall of Fame, great players, period, because some aren't in the Hall of Fame yet, but they should be.
Sure.
But, man, I would be
and
honored.
nobody, you're never going to be the guy. Nobody on the team is ever going to be like, I should be in the Ring of Honor. Nobody's ever going to say it, even if they feel that way. So sometimes you need somebody else to be that advocate and say, look, this is a guy who we remember those days. We remember when, and Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson got us in we won a Super Bowl. He's not a bad quarterback, but there were just times where that defense is what was winning us the games, and your points were what was putting us over. So I hope it happens. We're going to do our part to put it out there, and at least at the end of the day, even if it doesn't, at least you'll get to see the hundreds of thousands of people that end up signing this petition as and man, if this thing dies, we only got like 13 signatures in a couple months. It'll be really embarrassing.
Just let me know. I'll vote 100 times myself.
I'm positive. So again, the website is getmartinein.com. And just to tell you, the reason why Fox 13 is here is because I just casually mentioned it to Charlie. Charlie Belcher is a mutual friend of ours, and we always talk about how Charlie said, I heard you say that one day. He should do that. They should put him in. And I go, I agree. So then when I got this idea, I text Charlie, and I said, hey, I'm going to tell Martine on Thursday. We got a website and everything you can go check out. And he said, I'm going to mention it to the editors and see if they want to do something. They immediately sent somebody over here today.
That's awesome.
So that just goes to show you how important you are to the community.
Well, I'm on social media, and people are already signing and sharing and saying, yes, we definitely need to get him in there.
Well, I'll tell you, there was only one today. I was the only one who did it. Well, I did it before. I didn't tell anybody about it except for these guys. I showed it to my wife, but I said, don't sign anything yet. I don't want anything to be done until we officially announce it. So the station also 100% behind it, and they're going to be running that promo that you'll hear throughout the day. So we'll get it going.
Would you like to know how many are signed already?
Sure. Refresh and let me know.
I'll refresh right now.
3.
No.
We've doubled the
Your wife signed, your son signed.
184 already.
In the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
No,
there's already
I mean,
184.
I always say Buck fans are amazing. I've been here, obviously I never left, and I played on other teams, and I enjoyed playing.
Yeah.
But this is my home. And I don't know if you saw the book or read a little bit of the book.
Yeah.
The Bucks changed my life, and the Glazer family changed my life. And I'm always going to be thankful for it. And I'm so happy that I can now do the Bucks games in Spanish for the team.
Right.
It's still the team that I love. I'm working, and then I covered the second Super Bowl as a commentator. So I got a chance to be in both,
Yeah.
in one way or the other. So
That's the other thing. You're still part of the organization. You're still doing more for the Buccaneer community, the Tampa Bay community. So I think it's great. Do you tell me about the book? I got the book right here. I keep the book right next to me. My name's in it.
Right.
And when people come in here and question about my validity and everything, I'm in Martine's book, and I open it
I
up.
remember. I
and show it
didn't want to be like Bert.
Oh,
I don't want to big time you, Mike.
Bert was with Steve-O yesterday, and Bert goes, "You and Steve-O have matching tattoos." I go, "Yeah, because he answers my phone calls. We get along." Yeah, I've been mentioned in a lot of books. Some not always as good as others, but it still made it in. I'm very proud of this one. So.
Thank you.
All right, listen, Martine is here, and although he's a great kicker and a great guy, terrible football picks. We'll do those football picks when we come back. It's a Mike Calta show. This is 102.5 The Bone.